but I think it's more on sort of draft than how we actually see things get down.
One of the combos that, to me, they really set themselves apart from the competition with.
The Riftmaker typically is just kind of a bigger spike for Gwen in the 1v1, and also a lot of the time what you'll see is Gwen obviously has a combat summoner. Jax in this matchup can take one.
Definitely, you could certainly bully that as a 2v2. Dodges away from the Q and keeps himself safe. So now it's SOFM's turn to try and get a little creative with it. Doesn't have to be that creative because Rich is basically under the Weibo tower right now. SOFM is going to want to try and find the stun here. Rich, no flash, remember. He has that ignite. And so it's an easy first blood for SOFM. He gets his classic Viego. This Drake,
oh my God.
They are down in 11th place. They are much more interested in dominating lanes, but that's not what they're getting right now. It's the Shy. He's going to go down for his triple. That was a big commit. They were just like, you know what? Sack this way. That's the goal. If they can just stack those up, look towards the soul as a win condition, they'd certainly be happy with that one. This is a hell of a 2v2 here. Devour comes out onto Photic. PP God trying to save his AD carry. But oh wait, what is this lifesteal? Photic is still going. How the hell do they survive that? Now in the mid lane, Caster goes down. It's a pick for Weibo.
I'm going to be honest. Photic deserves to be dead. How is he alive? In the mid lane, though, it looks like Caster must have just gone a little bit too far forward. Angel and SOFM punished. I'm sure we'll get a replay of how that skirmish actually unfolded. But now it's SOFM on top of this dragon. And we spoke about how V5 probably wanted to try and get this dragon stack going. Photic kind of throws it away in the bottom side, but also in the mid lane. We'll see exactly what happens. So Caster lands Sonic Wave, doesn't really connect, and this rookie that kind of gets forced back. Caster, what does he end up doing? Does he just overcommit and get Emperor's Divine? Yeah, it just looks a bit awkward. I feel like he probably wanted to before this reset. I think they're going to be looking to try and play towards this Herald. It's a little late, and you can see V5 have Rookie on the bottom side, no teleport for Shy.
Oh, I love that. He just keeps walking forward.
He's running at him.
Dodges the charm because Rookie predicts the juke. Very nicely done there by the Shy. Knowing that him and his team aren't contesting the Herald, tries to make a play on the opposite side of the map. But as I say that, maybe they are contesting this Herald. In comes SOFM. It's going to be a 50-50. I don't even know who won that. I think it was Caster in the end. As V5 grabbed that for themselves. Caster trying to walk away with that Herald in pocket. On wants to punish over the wall. Angel is here with the Azir. But unfortunately, don't have the damage, don't have the confidence to go for the play right now.
Yeah, not bad from V5 though. They get that Herald. They're able to get out alive. The Shy on the opposite end though. Really Giga Chad walks it out.
He's on the blast cone, but little does he know, he's completely spotted. Oh, Rich doesn't dodge away from the stun. Here's an all-in from the Shy. Flash available for him, but he doesn't need it. He's got leap strikes for now, as here comes the Hallowed Mist. It ain't even nearly enough, because Counter-Strike's activation means time being.
Yeah, without Flash, I think it's just too risky to flip. SOFM regenning up with the red buff. Caster really wants an inset.
Caster gets the kick! And it's a beautiful pick onto Huanfeng. The charm as well onto SOFM. There's an Everfrost across everyone as Rookie gets one for himself. Angel next on the chopping block. There's an Orb of Deception as Rookie escapes with his life. The Shy just goes in! Flashes forward against 5! I don't know about that one, mate, but at the end of the day, V5 get the play.
I can respect the cojones from the Shy to flash forward with the Counter-Strike, but man, you don't have any follow-up. It's never going to work out. And now they're on the Baron. Red-White is there for Photic. It's a 2 versus 5, but the health bars are low. I think they can actually dissuade this with shoulders. Oh, it's such a flip.
Oh, I don't know. It's a TP coming in on trying to move forward. Dawning Shadow, though. Caster dies. Caster is down, as is Angel, though. It's a 1-for-1 now. On. Getting chased away. Deep water dive over the wall, keeps himself alive. Baron down to 3k. Caster isn't here. Rich 1 HP. The bailout isn't going to save him. Rich is down, and Huanfeng snipes it out on the center. V5 in shambles.
Are you kidding me? Huanfeng! No! V5, you can't let that happen. They just tried and execute the Baron. Caster died eons ago.
Oh my god, Honor's been picked. Drake is up on the map. Man, I wanted to watch that replay so badly. On gets picked off. Drake now. SFM is alive. Pulled in with the handshake here. It's 4v5, but Weibo don't look like they want to back away just now. Here we go. SFM over the wall. Can he find the steal? No. Caster grabs it. Hostile takeover goes out. Rich charges on towards Hwangfong, but rooted up.
Angel.
Can't follow up anymore. Everyone's stuck in
Angel.
here. The Shy goes in with Angel. The solo laners of Weibo show them what they're made of. Photic stuck over the wall here as SOFM gets the resets. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Weibo are dominating the fights.
Weibo are taking over this game right now. Rookie could be in danger. SOFM not going to be able to get an auto attack down for the Red Smite to connect. Rookie's going to be able to walk away from that one. I think they lost the dragon in the end. Actually, I can't even remember. This game has been hectic for the last 3 minutes. But it's Angel and the Shy that just pick on everybody inside the pit. There's no flashes available to get out of that one. PP got Photic. Casa, everybody lost their flashes in that previous exchange. Scoreline wouldn't really indicate it now. Weibo, they've got control of the mid lane waves. Casa has snuck in again. Potentially,
He
but
loves
Weibo,
that spot, doesn't he? He loves that little play. As the Shy's found Rich this time. I'm not really sure who's found who, but I know who's winning it. The Shy just pounds him down with a lamppost.
You don't necessarily care about the dragon, but you also don't want to give over the free chance for V5 to hit a soul, right? So pick this one up, secure it for free. Rich is still dead for 25 seconds. They could maybe look to rotate over towards this Baron, pick up Rich's teleport, force that one out. The Shy has found Rookie, but he has ult and
Yes, he
flash.
has. He is not going to let this one go for free. There's the stun with the counter-strike. The Shy goes in, bit of damage onto Rookie, but maybe caught out himself as Karsa goes wide on the Q here. Counter-strike available, but Karsa kicks the Shy to keep his mid laner safe. Now Angel arrives. The Shy goes back in again. He just has no restraint. He's
of their series as they're onto the Baron. The 3 iron marks have come in. Actually, Hwangfong just a little bit short, but again, Azir, Leandries, they're burning through it. V5 are here. It's going to be late. It's 4K already. Let's see what they can get done.
It looks like Weibo not really willing to flip this one. They're going to back away. Hostile takeover is there, but Angel denies the engage. Oh, big damage out from Photic, though. That Inferno Moonlight Vigil was massive. The Shy on the flank, but realizing this ain't one he can go for. Great play from V5 to dissuade the Baron.
Yeah, and I mean, we was talking about how Weibo would maybe want to wait to hit a couple more Iron Spikes, those 3 Iron Spikes, just to be super strong and sure of their carries to win out in the 4v4s, maybe the 5v5s. But also, Photic, 3 items as well. He has the Infinity Edge, Lord Dom's Gale Force. They're starting up the Baron. Weibo know. Do Weibo know?
They've done it so sneakily. PP God moved over to clear vision in the river to make it look like they were just setting up. In the meantime, Karsa and Photic kick this one off. Angel drops a ward in though. Now full vision. SOFM is here, has the ultimate available. He goes into the pit, but Karsa smites it. And it's a pick onto SOFM. 1-for-1 in fact, is Angel now trying to chase down onto Rich. There's a slow. But the Gwen, he's the skip and slash try to escape. The Shy doesn't stop. He doesn't slow down. He just goes forward. Stun onto Rich. Now having to back away, though. Is Angel alongside him? No ultimate. It's just come up. It's just become available now. Deep water dive from On. Finds Rookie in the brush. It's a 4v4 in the top lane. No objective. They just want blood. Angel moving forward. Rich trying to get damage down onto the Azir. The Shy goes in, but the hostile takeover denies it. Angel finds one. In the meantime, the Shy pushed away. Photic, big damage onto the team, but the Shy there with the evasion. Photic is down, and Weibo find yet another play. On now, chasing forward. He wants a little bit more, but the charm will save Rookie's life. But will it save the game that does not lose games? This is the team that only plays seriously, and Weibo right now are trying to push them to a deficit in the series. Karsa trying to find the Shy. Yeah. He's 1v3, and I think I take those odds. Karsa kicks him back, though. Photic has the damage. The Shy jumps back onto Karsa, uses the Grandmaster's Might. What else can he do? Onto Photic. Oh my God! He finds the sun. Does he have the damage? Oh my days, the bailout is there, and Photic will survive. That took
He can slip into a bit of Fog of War here, but unfortunately he's on wards as he tries to do so. And the rest of Weibo, they're just going to try and enter through the mid lane. I think Photic's not going to have the best set of guns unless he swaps over to Infernum on the next rotation. Otherwise, he's going to be a little bit screwed. There you go. That's really nice. And now he can try and find a bit of AoE, but the Shy's on the flank.
Yeah, they're flanked by the Shy right now. As SFM's in the pit, this would be solved for Weibo. It's taken by Hwangfong of all people. Last thing I was expecting is the Shy uses the evasion, gets a 3-man stun. Now has to retreat to the rest of his team, but he's just still going. He's just hitting Photic in the face. There's nothing Photic can do about it. Taken down. And Weibo just waltz over V5. They make it look easy. V5, the undefeated top team in the LPL, getting eradicated by Weibo.
The manner of which Weibo have been winning these fights in this game, if you told me that the nameplates were swapped around and it was V5 on the red side and Weibo on blue, I would have believed you. What an amazing performance from Weibo. And the Shy, we highlighted the potential for wanting to take down V5 specifically just because Rookie is on the lineup. And he has been having an absolute stormer of a game. Weibo, as a unit, have had an absolutely fantastic game. And they are going to take game 1 off of V5. The third game V5 have even dropped this entire split munch.
What a performance coming out from Weibo here. People always ask me why I love this team. That right there is why. Because the ceiling is obscene. Them like constantly just going in 1v4. But like Angel's Azir, really great. SOFM again. Crucially though, Huanfeng, even though he didn't do a lot of damage, he stole the Baron. He stole the...
Even... I don't know if I should technically call it a steal, but he secured the final dragon as well. If you recall, the kill credit went to him too. So, you know, objective machine Huanfeng.
되게 정상적인, 그냥 정상적인 좀 선수라고 생각하고 있고요. 주의해야 저 약간 서로 할 거를 하는 선수다 보니까 뭐 주의해야 될 점보단 그냥 컨디션 좋은 쪽이 아마 좀 더 좋은 결과가 나오지 않을까. 딱히 별 할 말 없고 그냥 잘했으면 좋겠다.
I don't know. He was a bit 1v9 really, wasn't he? Like, yes, all of Weibo were definitely firing on all cylinders in this game, but I just felt like once he got his lead from SOFM's attention in the early game, he just took over the side lane, as kind of expected from this matchup. Very early on in the draft, once we saw the Gwen first picked, we said the Jax, definitely a possibility, wasn't banned away. They round out with the Corki, which honestly I quite like, because at the very least they're going to be able to outrange the Azir into the Azir. You know, it's very resident sleeper. We'll see what can occur. I think though Weibo, I'm not as confident in their draft like I was maybe in game 1 or game 2.
It's very winning for the side of V5, so certainly ticking those boxes for the side of V5. We'll see if they can actually exact that win condition. Huanfeng and Ondo, I feel like, have their work.
You would have guessed it, even if junglers try. As top side, Shy just uses jump.
Yes, he did. Oh, the flash comes out from Karsa. He does not want to let the Shy escape. On the pillar is beautiful. The Shy just got completely bored.
And hopefully that is the case. And we continue to see it.
I think
would you look at this, Herald? Ah, fight. Yes, give it to me.
This is the thing, right? When you both have these kind of passive mid laners, it means that early on, you're still even, right? You can still fight. So, Herald is the call right here. SOFM on the scene right now. Rookie trying to move in. Karsa won't get an opportunity to steal here. Herald taken. As the Shy is going real deep for this one. It's a big... Oh, Rookie goes in deep onto the play, but the Shy's still surviving, and it's turned around. There's a kill for SOFM. His Angel now chasing down Rich. SOFM flashes forward, looking for a stun onto PP God, but pushed against the wall himself. And On can't quite find the handshake.
Honestly, really good job from Weibo. They pick up Rich on the top side, not able to do much now. The Shy potentially in danger. No vision here for himself. Karsa, this should be a bit of a freebie. No flash. Still the hop.
Yeah, no flash available. Hop is going to go on through, but the flash from Karsa immediately. The Shy with the fleet footwork gets a bunch of movement speed.
Shift inwards, but now come out of the replay.
Okay.
Rich is just dead. Yeah, Rich is dead.
Yeah. Not much more to say about that one.
Yeah.
We don't see the setup. Obviously, we're in the replay. But the Shy grabs himself a kill. And crucially, unlike the gank on the Shy, Rich didn't have TP available. So now he is going to lose a ton of minions. He's already 20 CS down in the top side. Now the Shy gets to proc his Demolish. He'll get 2 plates for himself. He can even go for a reset if he wants, or he could try and proxy the next wave. We'll see what he opts to. Looks like it will be that reset. In the meantime, a root in the bottom side on the replay. That's cleanse used. And flash.
Really important for the next dragon fight. As speaking of fights,
yeah, PP God is already down. Wow, big pickup there on with massive CC chain. Empress Divide forced out a Rookie. Jamada, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Weibo in game number 3 of 3,000 gold up in the early game, and V5, they are all over the place.
To be entirely frank, V5
is extremely close. Look at this. Look at this in the top lane. The Shy versus Rookie. 1v1 in the lane. Let's see who takes it. I say it's 1v1. Casa is literally right there in the brush.
Whoa.
And Rookie has got... Oh, the Shy! The positioning was beautiful. Dodges away from the knockup, then jumps over the wall. Casa trying to chase him down, though. He's about to turn Mega. No flash available. I don't think he escapes this one. Rookie doesn't have any mana, though. Drops a soldier. Turns Mega! The Shy actually gets away with it again. Can you ever shut this man down?
He's going for it. He's going for it, man.
No way. No way. The Shy 2v1. He doesn't give a monkey's. Now going to go for a dive on Casa. No way does he pull this off. He gets the double kill. The Shy is simply unbelievable.
Sits back at max range and chucks out rockets. Like,
The only...
nobody.
Yeah, nobody in theory, but I will say, Angel has not exactly been playing at max range. I'll tell you who is, though. The Shy is playing at max range as he goes for a dive on the bottom side. He's going to gnaw out to tank the tower shots as well. And now Rookie's in trouble. On flashes forward to finish the kill. On is a Giga Chad. And now Angel stuck inside the pit. Has flash available, and that's going to keep everybody busy. PP got a Casa just batter each other in the pit, and in the meantime, Huanfeng is just pushing in the mid lane. He's been dropped to Herald by SOFM. Everything that can go the way of Weibo is going the way of Weibo. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jamada, we might have an upset on our hands.
Be approaching Luden fairly soon.
Oh, no.
Rookie.
Oh, Rookie.
Oh,
no, he's been caught. He was trying to recall, but it's denied. And even his slide is denied by SOFM. You get nothing, Rookie. And Angel gets everything again. On is everywhere on the map. The mid lane are down. As you say, Baron available right now. Here we go. Rich wants to make a play. On dodges away from the knockup, but the pillar
my God, the turret.
it back towards the team. Keeper's verdict will just send one flying. Rich keeps on top of the situation as Photic will take a massive chunk out from Huanfeng. Halfway across the map and still getting railed. There's a rocket put on! Oh my days! He somehow lives through it. And now Casa trying to move in. Can they find anything? Wait, the Shy is splashing. This isn't even the whole team. The Shy gets an inhib while Weibo win the Baron play against V5, against the top team in the league. This is blowing my mind. And I can't believe it, but Weibo are 12,000 gold up. That's 500 gold ahead per minute in the game. That is an absurd lead against any team. He's got a legacy to continue.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. There's a bomb side. Shy 3v1, 4v1 soon.
Yeah, speaking of the Shy, he's having a little trouble down in his bottom side. He's made some new friends, 4 of them to be precise, as they will get 1 kill, but at what cost, Jamada? At what cost? They lose 2 inhibitor towers and potentially some inhibitors as well. It is 4v5 on the map right now, though, so maybe V5 can find an opportunity. But the thing is, there's just so much damage. Huanfeng knocked back by Rookie. Maybe will go down. This is the moment. This is the opportunity for V5 to get back on the board. A double kill on the Jinx's Angel will take down that mid lane inhibitor, but perhaps punished here. The TP coming through from Rookie. He wants to punish the enemy mid laner, but Angel, he ain't even retreating. He wants to fight for himself, trying to finish Rich off, but he just doesn't have the damage. Rookie finally with a bit of redemption.
Stopwatch as well. Even though he doesn't have flash, I think by the time, at the very least, the Elder Dragon spawns up, he'll have that up and available. Angel should probably have package soon too. So the fight, V5 just have to try and find those high-value targets like this.
Oh, it's a pick onto SOFM. Oh my days, it's the best target they could have possibly found. SOFM face checks into V5. The Shy trying to push. He wants to put some threat onto V5. Baron spotted out the recalls coming on through, and so the Shy will back away. Elder Dragon is also spawning in 50 seconds. If there is any team that can pull this comeback off, V5 is the one to do it.
They have to send it. They have to send it here. The only thing is, Angel's going to deal so much damage in the poke. They have to turn.
On trying to make it happen, but it's not really enough right now. Big damage coming out from Huanfeng. Angel is here as well with the Corki Casa tanking in the pit. Photic down to half, but no, he's gone forward. Huanfeng in so much trouble. Has flash available, needs to try and survive, but the pillar is there. Trades it though. Down goes Casa, and that means Baron isn't doable. In the meantime, the inhib went down. Resets have to come through because Elder is on the map, but V5 don't have a jungler.
Weibo have SOFM spawning back up off the back of the pick. What is the options here for Weibo? Because the Shy is still split pushing down here. Angel is still alive. The
He
Shy's
hops
going
in?
What?
The Shy is an absolute madman. He hops in on that play and flashes out. No way! No way does he get away with it again. He gets away with murder every single game. He just can't keep getting away with this.
This jump in was so suspect, man. Like, what the hell is he looking for? Now, Angel has package at the very least, right? Right, I'm pretty sure that I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
I'm
does.
losing
Yeah,
my
he
mind.
does.
Yeah, he does. Weibo, they can try and set up for this dragon. Huang Fong is about to respawn, and crucially, the Shy is back in the base. He teleported here, so he's not going to be at the Elder fight. Cassa's in the base. Wait, that's Cassa. That's their job.
Kassa only just respawned. Kassa only just
Okay,
respawned.
okay.
So he can't actually be here just yet. SOM starting the Elder off. In comes PP God, trying to clear vision. Photic is in trouble. Oh, the rockets out from Angel are devastating. And Angel, by himself, is corralling the entire team of V5 away from the Elder Dragon. Angel knows that this is the moment, but the rocket comes across. Okay, threads the needle. An Elder taken by Weibo. In the meantime, the Shy was taking all of the inhibitors. Weibo have everything they could possibly need to end this game.
Get me off this roller coaster, man. What's going on, Weibo? Like you say.
No, dude,
they
I
have
want another
everything.
loop. I want another loop-de-loop. Give it to me.
One more loop before the game ends, otherwise I'm about to heal. I mean, they have the Elder, so they should get the Baron, and off the back of the Baron, they should be able to push and end the game. Right, guys? Like, that's the hope for Weibo right now. V5, it's all on Photic. I really have to say it. I think if Photic can magically pop off, there's some hope. But Huang Fong has the GA, he's got his flash. Angel has the flash of his own. And not only that, I just feel like at the moment, the Elder buff almost always ends games. So, V5, good luck. Photic also doesn't have his flash. The targets are very easy and set up for everybody here. V5 is going to have
Huang
to be a
Fong even
miracle
has
go.
red-white, man. Huang Fong even has red-white, as if they needed it. Rich chunked out Kassa half his HP, the boomerangs. And here's the thing, Weibo don't even have to fight. They could just poke V5 down. Here goes Rich with a last-ditch attempt. It's onto Huang Fong, but there's no follow-up. The rest of the team can't get in. Rookie pinned against the wall by SOFM. And here comes the call of the Elder Dragon. Rookie with a massive Emperor's Divide, but I don't think it matters. Huang Fong in GA jumps on forward into the fray. It's over. Weibo topple the Titans and take themselves victory.
Weibo defy all expectations for today. I don't care who you were expecting V5 to walk into this series and win. But Weibo take
out from him. But aside from that, he has had just an unbelievable series today against his old teammate. Angel as well. So aggressive in that mid lane. Consistently just going for crazy trades against Rookie and really making sure that Rookie has to do everything he can.
typically even poke out the Corki, but once the level 11 comes online, the 2 items, that's where things start to come into effect. And he was an absolute machine, but also you do kind of have to point out towards Photic, right? I think